Well, hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking in the Word. Today is Sunday, and we are doing Sunday in Psalms. We do this every Sunday. Just take one of the Psalms and look at it. And today we're going to be looking at Psalm 48. I've entitled this Jerusalem. It's also referred to as Zion. This psalm is talking about Jerusalem, but it's not. You're going to see how it pertains to us, okay? You could probably care less about the city of Jerusalem, but I want to point out several things here of how this psalm pertains to us. And it starts out by saying, the psalm saying, "Great is the Lord and most worthy of praise in the city of our God, his holy mountain." So it starts out by saying, how great is our God? So you have to start out with that. You're just kind of in awe of how great our God is. So if you take time and just dwell on that for a moment, or longer than a moment, and dwell on how great our God is. Look at everything he's done and all the power he has. Just as you read through the Bible and everything he's done, you're in awe, like, how great is our God, okay? But today we're just going to focus on how great our God is in relation to Jerusalem. And also for us as Christians, Jerusalem is an important city, yes, but it's not a place we go to worship. And so we don't hold it in that high regard like the Jewish people do. But it's a picture of the church also. So let's read here. This is Psalm 48. I'm going to be reading from the New International Version here today. And it says this: "Great is the Lord and most worthy of praise in the city of our God, his holy mountain. Beautiful in its loftiness, the joy of the whole earth, like the heights of the Zephyron is Mount Zion. The city of the great King, great is in her citadels. He has shown himself to be her fortress." Now listen to this part. When kings join forces, when they advance together, they saw her and were astounded. They fled in terror. Trembling seized them, pain like that of a woman in labor. You destroyed them like the ships of Tarshish, shattered by the east wind. As we have heard, so we have seen. In the city of our Lord Almighty, the city of our God, God makes her secure forever. Okay, that little section right there, it's talking about when Hezekiah is king, and the Assyrian armies have come. Several of them have come, and they've come to attack that. It implies here like they come to Jerusalem and they're just like in shock of Jerusalem, like, oh man, we can't defeat that city. Look how awesome it is. That's not really what it's implying. They were coming to Jerusalem, and it wasn't. If you look at that story there with Hezekiah, the Assyrians didn't come there and were turned around because, wow, this is like such an amazing city. They were turned around because of the power of God. God went out and destroyed the army. Basically, while while everyone in Jerusalem was sleeping, they woke up in the morning and went out, and the army was decimated. So it's not the power of Jerusalem at all, okay? Like, oh, wow, look at Jerusalem. It's the power of God, all right? So that's the important thing to focus on here. They come to Jerusalem, these armies come to Jerusalem against Jerusalem, and they're defeated because of the power of God. Verse 9 here: "Within your temple, O God, we meditate on your unfailing love. Like your name, O God, your praises reaches to the ends of the earth. Your right hand is filled with righteousness. Mount Zion rejoices, the villages of Judah are glad because of your judgments. Walk about Zion, go around her." Okay, so this is like, this last section here is like, kind of like a temple worker kind of giving a tour of the city after the battle there. And it says, verse 12, "Walk around Zion, go around her, count her towers. Consider well her ramparts, view her citadels, that ye may tell of them to the next generation. For this God is our God forever and ever. He will be our guide even to the end. So this guide is walking around and he's saying, hey, man, look at this fortress and the towers and everything, okay? But comes back to reality here at the end that it's not the city that saved the people, it's God. And at the last verse there it says, for this God is our God forever and ever. He will be our guide even to the end, okay? So it's not in the power of the city, it's in the power of God, all right? And so that's there's 2 points I want to bring out to you here is this. Jerusalem was strong and mighty, not because of the city, not because it was such a great city, but because of the power of God. Okay, you might think, oh, I'm just like such a great guy. It's not you. Okay, it's the power of God in you. Okay, I'm just a regular dude, and I'm a sinner. I sin just like everybody else. I'm not a great guy. It's only the power of God in me that that redeems me, really. Okay. And then I also wanted to point out one last thing here is this, that Jerusalem here also is a picture of the church and how great the church is. You can kind of take a tour of not the church building, but the people of the church and like, wow, look how great the church is spread out and how it's reaching all these nations and everything. Look how great it is. And again, it's not the power of the church, it's the power of God working within the church. Okay? So don't forget the things. You're nothing without the power of God, and your church is nothing without the power of God. All right? Hey, thanks for watching. This is Sunday, and I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through Colossians. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.